Hey, what's going on, chat? How you doing out there? Loud Italian. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Right now I'm at 0 viewers. We're talking about things my wife cannot stand or the things that make her upset, right? I really thought that thumbnail was hilarious. I I'm waiting for chat to populate here. I'm getting some coffee. I'm throwing back some coffee, but yeah, I got notes, chat. I've been hard at work thinking about this stuff on my way up and down. I'm gonna probably turn off my car here. There we go. Yep. Yep. Earn those subscriptions. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday. I gotta go provide that world-class service, you know. I gotta do the thing, right? I gotta do the thing. I gotta keep I gotta keep hooking in and jabbing, right? Air boxing and stuff, right? Not a UFC fighter. I'm not trying to kick anyone in the shin. I'm not trying to kick down banana trees or any of that stuff. So, but yeah, we're waiting for chat to populate a little bit. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny. How you doing out there? Uh-oh, I just realized that I don't have my oh shoot. You know what? I didn't pop in my mic. I didn't pop in my mic, chat. Uh-oh. Let's do that now, huh? I swear I've done this before. Yeah. There we go, chat. There we go. Now you can hear me, huh? Now you can hear me. How we doing out there, huh? How we doing? Talk to me. Up here, maybe? Up. No. Damn, I don't really know where to hold this thing. Maybe I just do this. I'll just do that, right? Hold it like that. No casual, like trying to figure out where the best thing is, where to hold this, right? Hello, I absolutely love your eye makeup. Oh, well, I actually this is just natural beauty, baby. So, thanks for joining me. Stupid stop motion 4265. How you doing out there? Yeah, I'm just any of those married guys and stuff out there, right? I've been married 11 years and I just wanted to talk about the things my wife cannot stand that I do and what to possibly do about it. So, yeah, I mean the driving thing, um, she doesn't like me criticizing her driving. Uh, even though I feel like when 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 your spouse is driving and you're in the passenger seat, it's your responsibility to make sure that the driver's alert, right? Hey, how you doing out there? How you doing? Loud Italian. What's going on? Kickbacks, right? Relax. You're gonna laugh. Maybe get some tissue. Um, yeah, I'm just talking about those things that my wife cannot stand. And number one is the driving thing, right? Yeah, when you're in the passenger seat, you want to, like, at least like if you know you're going to be talking, right? Then you're going to want to make sure your driver's alert and you arrive alive, right? I mean, come on. Sound off in the comments below. Uh, let's see what else. Um, yeah, I'm just like I'm just trying to figure out like the things that my wife and I thought it was funny and stuff, right? And I absolutely love that thumbnail. I laughed last night. I just couldn't stop, right? You ever just kinda start laughing, right, before you fall asleep? I actually got a better sleep score last night, so I'm on in a better relationship with my Garmin, watch. Because usually I'm in an argument and I get bad sleep. I get bad, no quality sleep, right? And that just wrecks me. I was super tired yesterday. Um, but yeah, I like to do my streams in the morning when I feel more fresh, right? We all feel, have our peaks and valleys, right? So I feel like I'm doing a slow, steady state uphill. So um, but yeah, I've been fasting and stuff too. But yeah, uh, that's pretty much number 1, you know what I mean? And I got notes, chat. I got notes. Uh, let's see what else. We got blowing up, let's see, tone, coffee grounds. Yeah, like the coffee, right? If you're gonna make coffee out there, like my wife, she does not like coffee grounds around the coffee pot, you know? And I'm trying to get a little bit better at it, but it's just like, it's kind of a loose dusting, right? And it's like, it's not that bad. I mean, if it's not on the floor, I don't want to step on it. I don't want that sensation of grounds on my feet, right? Because you can't really dust that off. It kind of sticks to the bottom of your foot, right? Um, but yeah, I guess I can get a little bit better at that. My favorite trick. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That's I mean, hey, if that's what something that you're into, find out. But yeah, we're gonna keep this professional, right? Just talking about things my wife doesn't like, the things my wife cannot stand, what she gets upset about, that sort of thing, and maybe what to do about it, right? Fellas, right? Maybe you can relate. Ladies out there, my ladies out there, how you doing? My fellas out there, how you doing? Right? 11 years of marriage, I think. But yeah, so and my wife does watch some of the videos and stuff. She thinks it's kind of funny. So which is kind of unusual. I don't really know how to like go about and talk about that sort of thing, right? But um okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, like the peanut shells and the driving. Nope. No bueno. No good. Um let's see. Yeah, you know what? I don't know about you, like I feel comfortable with the people that are in my house, and so like a lot of the times I'll have the door open, when I'm doing my business, and like when I'm in the bathroom, and I'll have that door open and I won't have any lights on. It kind of bothers my eyes. I don't know if I'm photosensitive or what, but like I like to have the lights out, because I've been doing it a while. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting myself into, you know. We all have our patterns and our routines, right? And we feel confident. And then she'll just kind of walk in and she'll like, you know what I mean? Oh, right? And she'll get kind of upset or she'll like slam the door and then be on, right? And then I kind of hear the angry footprints, right? How they start really angry and then they kind of go away, right? That's quite possibly the strangest thing you could possibly do. Yeah, yeah, it's just being honest, right? These are just the things that happen to me. Um, but yeah, let's see. Um, Shaving bits in the sink, right? The shaving bits in the sink. I used to shave like in the sink, right? And then there would be like the sink would kind of like, you know what I mean? It would like bubble a little bit and then like it wouldn't be just kind of flow like, like the bathroom, because it's kind of like old plumbing and stuff. And I'm not a plumber, I'm not Mr. Handy. I didn't really grow up with that type of father figure, so, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he did the best he could, but like, yeah, at the end of the day, nah. Like, I'll hire someone. I'll outsource that, right? And I feel like I'm helping somebody out, right? They're helping their family out. They're helping me out. That's a win, That's a win-win, right? That's a sweetheart deal with both parties benefiting. We got so what I've developed a strategy over. Hey, Braxton, how you doing out there? Awake and good to see you. Round and find out how you doing. Motion 4265. You guys can relate. This is relatable stuff, right? Thanks for hanging out. Talking about the things my wife cannot stand. I already covered the driving thing. I already covered the coffee grounds, and I covered uh doing your business in the morning, right? And then your wife walking in on you, and she's not quite ready for that reality, right? Because you kind of greeted by the smell before anything, and you can't really react, right? You can't be proactive. You're kind of reactive at that point. Um, and then the driving, right? The backseat driving or whatever, which I don't really get because I mean, if you're in the front seat, that's really like that's assistant driver, you know what I mean? It's a responsibility. It's a responsibility to be in that seat, like when you're next to it's like a co-pilot to the pilot. You're in a Humvee, an A driver, it's assistant driver to the main driver, right? You got to make sure that the people arrive alive. Um, but yeah, so maybe you can relate to this. Chat, can you relate to this? You can relate to this, right? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. How you guys doing out there? We're doing well. This is doing well. I'm at 4.2K viewers. Thank you. Thank you for that. I owe that all to you. I am grateful. Thank you. Always trying to improve the user experience. Um, let's see what else we got. And I got notes, so I'm going down the list so I don't get distracted and I stay kind of organized. Um, but yeah, we have what else we got? Cross this stuff off, right? Driving, we got peanut shells, we got coffee oh, I didn't talk about peanut shells yet. All right, so like one of those things that I love doing is I love eating like the unsalted peanuts. Every once in a while I get surprised and you'll get like like a salty a peanut, right? And I get the ones that are shelled. I don't like the deshelled ones. I want to do a little work, you know? And I love that sound it makes when you pop it, right? You go down the seam and you pop it open and it's like getting a little surprise in there every time. You love that. And those one peanuts, right? Those large ones that are like 3 long and you get like like a 3 buy 2 get 1 free kind of deal. That's fantastic. I love that stuff, right? But yeah, like what happens though, right? The fallout there is the disadvantage of it is that there's like loose grounds and stuff that it produces, right? And the shell will kind of pop off and it'll like lay, you know what I mean? It ends up being like there's like a trail of peanut shells, right? Like you're at a bar and they've got all those peanut shells on the ground. You know those bars, right? Like there was one I used to frequent at San Diego back in the day, and when I was stationed at Miramar, and because I was a Marine, and there'd be shells all over the ground, right? It was called Dick's Last Resort, and that was the thing. They're supposed to be like like not necessarily unprofessional, but like it's all part of the ambiance, I guess. Um, but yeah, one of those things that they had peanut shells on there, right? And I guess some dive bars and stuff do that sort of thing, and they just kind of sweep it up later. But yeah, so yeah, I gotta clean it up. You know what I mean? I gotta clean it up a little bit. So I'm thinking about like laying out a towel or like, and I have like oversized shirts and stuff, right? That I could have. I can collect it, right? And I can all throw it away. But um yeah, so we got the coffee grounds, we got the tone. Oh no, we don't have the tone yet. Peanut shells, let's like the tone, right? Like I have a tendency, I mean loud Italian, right? Like be a little concerned if you run into if you run into an Italian who is quiet. Generally you hear me before you see me anyway, right? And so that's why I actually had loud, like when I created my username, loud Italian, right? It is it like the letters itself are loud, right? They're like kind of screaming at you. Um, but yeah, my tone, right? I'm always told about my tone and to keep it down, right? And I just kind of have that tendency to yell, "Mando coming in. How you doing out there?" It's not weird at all. Using the restroom with the lights off and the door open, I'm the same way. Hey, you can relate to this. Hey, this is good stuff, man. You're gonna want to play this back. This is gospel, man. We were sitting in churches. You can follow this chapter verse, baby. Right? Any Sunday churchgoers out there, how you guys doing? um and I'm not one that uses language and that sort of thing, and I try to keep it professional. I'm always trying to get the user experience. So Mando out there, great guy, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we covered driving already. We covered peanut shells. We covered tone, right? um you know what I mean? Like, blowing up the toilet and that sort of thing, right? Like it's a horror movie, right? And you come in on a you know what I mean? Like those bathrooms and stuff who, you know what I mean? Like the ones that you go to when you're on a trip, right? And you go and pull off and you get, you know what I mean? Some of them are pretty clean, but some of them are like, where's M. Night Shyamalan? Where's Jordan Peele? Right? Like these horror, like like John Carpenter, right? Like horrific stuff that happens, violent. There was violence committed on the toilet, like inside bowl. I don't know what it is. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm trying to eat good. Right? Like, I'm not trying to decorate the bowl. I'm not trying to pepper the bowl. I'm not trying to, like, you know what I mean, paint the bowl, but here we are, right? It just happens. Um, and I got some, I might have some, colon, stuff going on, right? And I'm trying to eat better foods and stuff, right? Um, so some toilet adventures are cleaner than others, if you know what I mean, right? Right? And so what I'm doing is I'm trying to get a little better at that, right? I'm trying to take care of it before everything, like, crystallizes, right? I don't need any, like, stalactites or mites and stuff inside the toilet. But yeah, so this is I can't wait to play this back. This is some good stuff, right? I feel like I'm getting better at it. Um, but yeah, so So yeah, I'm doing my can what I'm doing. I'm doing what I can do to clean it up, right? Clean up my act, literally. Yeah, and so like that reminds me, right? Like that reminds me, and sometimes, and this is probably happening with a lot of couples out there, right? But like when you're when you're when you're putting in a new roll of toilet paper. Do you call it bath tissue or toilet paper? Sound off in the chat below. But what position do you put the toilet roll? Like that part that hangs off, that flap, Is that supposed to be facing you or face away from you? And if it's one way, then let's keep it that way. I want to keep it consistent. I don't know, I don't know, and so, like, there's that other option, right, where you kinda have you got a naked, like, toilet paper roll, right, and you just kinda position it right on top there, and then you just kinda, like, and I don't know about you, but I really like doing the flap method around my hand, right, and I don't know if you go back to front or front to back, right, that could be something completely different, but these are the questions that I have, chat. This is why I have my channel. I'm trying to figure this out. Got any insight out there? This is something I legitimately want to know about. Does the toilet paper roll go? I guess I should just follow it the way it is at a hotel, right? Maybe I should fold the ends of the toilet paper like a nice hotel. You ever get those hotels where they like fold the ends of the toilet paper, right? But anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of wondering about that, right? Flap go forward, flap go back. Let me know. I know this is funny stuff, right? You get this. And when I'm holding this, you can hear me, right? Because I'm on my mic mini. It's even fun to say. I love the word mini. Um, and so yeah, I'm just kind of wondering about that chat. What's going on with that chat? What's going on with that? So, yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment, guys. Just talking about things that my wife cannot stand, you know, and maybe how to fix it. I don't know. Maybe this stuff helps you. I don't know. Definitely funny stuff. But yeah, we covered that. We covered, we covered the toilet. We covered the bathroom door being opened. Shaving bits in the sink. Toilet seat. Oh, you gotta make it like a fun game, I guess. I don't know, like my son is notorious for doing this stuff, and I've recently got better, but after you use the bathroom toilet, guys, fellas, drop the seat, right? Drop the seat. Or if you have one that's like remote and it kind of comes down on you, right? Right? Like a Lambo door, you know what I mean? Like a sports car door, and it just kinda comes in on you, or like one of those what, you know what I mean? Like that thing that back, door on your vehicle, right? And you kinda wave it, right? "Hey, Fredster, I think you're new. How you doing out there? May I earn your like, subscribe, and comment? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I'm just talking about things my wife cannot stand. I'm a married man for 11 years, okay? Like my ring right now, I've lost some weight and stuff. I'm 177 now. I weighed in at 177. I weigh myself every day like I'm a UFC fighter, right? And I'm like a hooking in a jabbing because that's kind of how I handle my day. I gotta provide that world-class service. You come see me, I'm gonna take care of you. I mean, that's in the last video, so, um, but yeah, yeah, we got that, and so, like, my ring, the point about my I just dropped my pen, and I can't get it. I don't want you to see that. But, like, my hands, right? My hands have gotten, like, look like, lighter, they've got thinner, and now my finger is positioned to where I can do a hula hoop ring on my finger. Oh, this is the stuff that I like talking about. But yeah, I was just talking about like, is the paper towel that paper towel roll, that flap, does that go towards you or away from you? Let me know in the chat. Um, and yeah, and that's kind of it. That's all I have, right, for that segment. Um, so so yeah, just sound off in the comments below. This is funny stuff, right? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I got a lot of other stuff in here, man. But yeah, like, and this is where I want to get into next, right? I got an expensive coffee again, chat. I did. I got one. Oh, and they wrote on it for me. That's another thing that I like. I like going to certain coffee shops. There's this one that I frequent, right? It's even the name of it is even on one of the streets that I pass by where I live. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's great, right? Yeah, I'll check your stuff out, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll check your stuff out. But yeah, like and we all like going to these coffee shops, right? Isn't There's an advantage to, like, right? There's got to be some advantage to the disadvantages of overpriced coffees, right? I get a black cup of coffee. I get 4 ice cubes in my coffee. Why 4? Well, I find that if I have 2 or 3, it's a little too hot for the sensitivity of my fingertips, right? It could, like, and there's that skirt, I guess, that you have, it's called, right? That loose cardboard that's around, and I feel like it could get better, like, the quality of it can get better. And I'm almost bringing a coffee mug with me, and I'm just gonna start walking around with that. I don't know. I don't know. But, there's, like, these thermoses and stuff that people have. But, like, "Hey, how you doing out there? It's good to see you, I don't know, I think that's Japanese, but it's good to see you, M7C. Hope I got that right." Yeah, I'm just talking about things my wife cannot stand, and then, talking about our favorite coffee shops, right? Like, I don't know how it is in other countries and stuff, but I think that would be kind of funny. And like one of those things that I love doing, especially when I go to restaurants, is I take photos of the menus, the restaurants that I go to. I used to have a nutritional professor in college who would take pictures of amusement park bathroom doors, right? Okay, you're a small content creator, cool. Yeah, me too. Yeah, this stuff is actually growing. Like I have a if I knew I could, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know I had this ability to do this. It started with Pokemon cards and overpriced coffees, but I wanted to spend a few moments talking about these coffee shops that we love to go to and why we go to them, right? There's gotta be some reason that we do this. Yeah, 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 for sure. We're all in this together, right? You gotta find your tribe. We's greater than me, right? We's greater than me, or he's greater than I. Perspectives. But yeah, like we love going to our favorite coffee shops because bottom line, chat, we love feeling like it's a premiere event where a celebrity and we're rolling up a little late, right? It'll be fashionably late for our event, and we're gonna go and break out and see the film, right, for the first time, right? You know what I mean? Like that Chinese theater, that personal thing, right? We all want that. Japanese, but I work in US. Awesome. It's good to see you. Uh, arigato, right? Right? Uh, gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu, right? I spent a little time in Japan. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, you know what? I'm probably, you know what I mean, had too much coffee and I was gonna do my walk. I was gonna do my walk with me part 3, but this is going a little long, but it's okay. This is all right, right? Hey, whatever happens. I'll probably walk, maybe do like 1 or 2 laps, but then I'll do like an inner ring. Like I get to work an hour early, but yeah, I walked into my favorite coffee shop, right? And this is another point, right? Like I'm one that parks farther away because I like to get my steps in, if you know what I mean. Plus it helps me remind me of like where I'm going to be, right? Because if I park in the front, I don't remember where I'm at. But yeah, like I like to kind of scan real quick the parking lot, and like I have some spots that we like. Well, it's the summertime and it gets hot, right? And so we all want to like position our vehicles in a way to where we get shade, right? We feel good about that sort of thing. But then they have these like they're really committed to the safety thing, and I like walking in the safety walkers, right? At any time, there could be like a little kid. I'm such a polite person. I really am. Even on the road, I'm always letting you in. Just give me the thank you wave, though. I'd like the thank you wave, right? We could do a little bit better at that. I'm always waving you in. So that's kind of my thing. But yeah, like we go to the coffee shops and we love going in there, and then it's like a surprise party when we're you know what I mean? Like we go there enough and you know what I mean? And it's like a feeling of coming home, and then you open up the door, you look over and you see the regulars, right? And they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" Right? You feel good about that. It's a great way to start your day, right? Eat your heart out, Folgers. Best part of your day, right? Like that's what it's about. 50 subs. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can get there. Just keep creating content, right? Find your niche. Apparently mine happens to be comedy and all that. So here we are, sitting in empty parking lots talking, right? Hopefully you can hear me. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Good to see you guys. Um, but yeah, we love that. We love going into the coffee shop, right? We look right. Like the people that are sitting in the coffee shop, right? They're kind of, like they're just kind of black like shadow figures, because you're not really like gonna memorize them. But you kind of look over and you see over there like who's serving coffee. And I got this one guy who's really cool. He subscribed to me today. He's like, "Oh, I didn't even know you had a channel." So hopefully he stays subscribed, and I have lost some. So there's a lot of people who view my content and they don't subscribe. So I plan on getting better. I plan on getting a lot better at this. We're going on 30 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Um But yeah, like I just and then I think the next video might be the things that I don't understand or necessarily like that my wife does. You're gonna wanna stick around for that, chat, part 2, huh? Part 2. I really like that thumbnail that I have, it's funny. It's such a great thing. Millionaire Trustee, thank you. Thank you, Mando. Thank you, Fredster. Thank you, 7C. Um, thank you, guys. Braxton, it's good to see everyone. Thank you, guys. You're jumping in the channel, we're gonna be I'm goated. I actually had to look that up one time, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, "Why would you call me a barnyard animal? That isn't that offensive?" And I looked it up, and it was an acronym. Greatest of all time. I didn't know that. And then they end up making a movie on it, right? It ends up being this my kids like that movie, but goat movie. They always go to these movies and stuff with my wife, and I'm not, and I'm working, right? Somebody's got to provide that world class service, right? Somebody's got to take care of my members and the people who ask me questions. So, but yeah, thanks. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for spending some of your day with me. Happy Sunday, fun day. Thank you so much, guys. It's been fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Covered a lot of good stuff. And I'm actually generally excited to hear myself on my way home. I listen to my videos on my way home because it takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to get home, depending on traffic. And I'm able to evaluate how I did my performance. And so hopefully it's good, right? So again, thanks again. I appreciate you guys so much. It means a lot to me. I'm doing the best I can, creating videos, and hopefully this brings you joy. But yeah, thank you. Thanks again. I will hopefully see you in the next video. I'm gonna go and end it here because my arm's falling asleep. And I'm gonna have to like breathe some new life into it. So thanks again, guys. Thanks again. Appreciate you. And this isn't goodbye. This is see you later. You say goodbye to someone you don't want to see again. You say see you later to someone that you want to see again. So we're gonna put a pin in this, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to go ahead and end off in a better thing. I love Quentin Tarantino, and that's one of the one of the things that one of the characters said, and I think Django, the D is silent. So if you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's a great movie. Quentin Tarantino is one of the best directors ever. Um, so anyway, yeah, I'll catch you later. And again, thank you. Peace.